What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome to a gameplay preview of Slay the Spire on PC on Steam, launching in early access on November the 15th for $15.99. As always, full disclosure, this copy of the game provided by the publisher. Now, I know you're wondering, what kind of game is Slay the Spire? Well, basically, you're mixing a card game a la a Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone with a roguelite, whatever you call them these days, and I think it works out pretty well. So as of right now, only the Ironclad and the Silent are unlocked. The third character not available in this build just yet. But I'm gonna go with basic Ironclad, Warrior class, etc., etc. Has more health. The Silent gets to draw 2 additional cards at each round, but the Ironclad gets health at the end of each round, which is pretty good, or at the end of each combat encounter. So, yes, another try. Giant creepy whale thing, another try. Let's do it. No, I mean, yeah, give me 100 gold. Thanks, whale thing. So here's the map, right? Here is the first floor of the Spire. Now, I thought, oh, this is the whole game. But no. I got to a boss, I beat the boss, and then it moves on to the next map. And I'm like, oh, I don't know how long this game is. But that first boss is definitely a bit tricky. So, you can plan out what you want to do, where you want to go between monsters, between merchants, between unknown events, between being able to heal and or buff cards. You have elite enemies. So those are your basic things here. And I'm going to go, I think, up this path here. So, into battle, and showing you what the combat looks like and how it works in Slay the Spire. It is turn-based, and much like a Hearthstone, you get a certain amount of energy per turn. But unlike Hearthstone, that energy does not increase exponentially. You usually have 3. There are potions you can get that will increase that per turn, but generally you have 3 energy to play cards. And most cards cost either 1, 2, or 3. That's kind of the extent of that. It keeps things pretty simple. There's still an amount of depth here. So, this monster has 44. He intends to attack me for 11 damage, and I've only got 1 defend card here. So basically, I'm going to say, you know what? Have a strike, have another strike, and then defend myself to give me 5 block points. Now, the block points go away. The block points leave you once your turn is over. So even if he didn't get all those block points taken away, it would go away at the end of that turn. But both for me and him. There are cards that can fix that, but not cards in your starting deck when you begin the game. So now, he intends to block and use a buff. And I have a bunch of defend cards here. That's not really going to help me here, so I'm just going to go strike, and defend, because why not? Might as well use that energy for something. And then he's going to do whatever he does, which is bellow, and then boost and buff his strength. There are plenty of buffs, there are plenty of debuffs in this game, and now he wants to attack for 10 damage. So I can strike once here, and then use 2 block cards, and I can block all of his incoming damage, and that is not a problem. At least not yet, anyway. At least not yet. So about half health on his part here. I can deal 8 damage and apply vulnerable for 2 turns, but then I'm going to take 2 damage there. So yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that, and then buff here, and then block there, and then see how it goes. So there are certain cards that take advantage of him being vulnerable for X amount of turns. Unfortunately, when you begin, those cards are not in your inventory. So we're going to do 6 to go that way, and then he's just going to block here, so we're just going to keep on using strikes to hopefully defeat him, and he is dead. And that is how the average bit of combat here works. You get some gold, and more importantly, you add a card to your deck. So I'm going to take Headbutt here and proceed. Obviously, all the cards you get during the rounds are randomized, and I will say that the way they reward you for continuing to play the game is that at the end of your run, you earn points, and the more points you earn, eventually you unlock more cards that will appear randomly during the gameplay runs. Much like say a Rogue Legacy, where you're earning things between runs for more runs. So here we have this buddy here. Here we have this slaver who wants to give me a negative effect and deal 7 damage. Let's use our new headbutt card to give him a headbutt there. And then I guess we will attack once, and then also block. Not doing too bad on health here thus far. But I'd say so far my runs have been about a half an hour. It is permadeath, much like a roguelite or roguelike should be. So I don't know how long a full successive run would be. But if he's doing 12 damage there, if each of the maps that you're on are about a half an hour, and I finish one map in a half an hour, and there's more than 2 maps, that's a pretty long run for a roguelite to invest your time into and then maybe lose at the end of that. Like, ideally, about an hour is a good time for a roguelike. Anyway, he's still doing a bunch of damage here, so we're going to keep on headbutting him and then defending as best we can to not take too much damage off our health bar there. But yeah, you get stuff up here. You get potion slots. You get different buffs here that you can unlock by going to vendors and whatnot. I got no defense cards here. Let's just keep on issuing strikes here and eventually, you know, eating our damage, whatever, but then eventually getting some stuff here. So, not a great run thus far. Not a great start to this run thus far, but no, I can just use strike. I can just use it. He's dead. Moving on. I get 11 gold. I get explosive potion, and I get the added card. So you always get to add a card, which is pretty good. I think that'll do cleave, which is pretty good when you have a multiple group of enemies to deal with, which does happen occasionally. It's not always a one-on-one. And we'll hit a question mark. What could it be? What is the event here? You come across an inconspicuous petal with a shining gold idol sitting peacefully atop. It looks incredibly valuable. You sure don't see any traps nearby. Take. Receive idol, trigger a trap. You know what? This is a video, so I'm going to do it. You grab the idol and stow it away. A giant boulder, imagine that, smashes through the ceiling into the ground next to you. You realize that the floor is slanted downwards as the boulder starts to roll towards you. So, outrun, unplayable. Smash, take damage, hide, lose 4 of your maximum hit points. I'm going to hide. Squish, the boulder flattens you a little as it passes by, but otherwise, you can get out of here. So what does that? Gold idol. Okay, golden idol. Enemies drop more gold. I mean, yeah, it's great, but also my maximum hit points went down, so that's kind of a problem. Anyway, moving on, we have this thief, and he will steal my gold. Whenever he attacks, he will steal my freaking gold. It is not cool. Not cool, thief. Not cool. I don't appreciate your thievery. So I have 223 in gold right now. So watch him steal some gold from me. Boom, 208. And eventually, if you don't beat them, they'll just take your gold and leave. Which is kind of messed up, to be honest. So, strike, and defend, and end turn. So once you kind of get into the rhythm of the game, it's just kind of bam, bam, bam. But I'm sitting here trying to explain things, so it's not going as fast as it normally would. There's obviously some strategy to take into account here with this particular game, and I like it. I think it's pretty good. I'm always up for a good card game, and I'm always up for a good roguelike, or roguelite, if you will. So here, I'm going to hopefully get my gold back from this bum. So, boom. I was at 223. Do I get it back? Yes. I get my gold back. Fantastic. And I add a card, and that card will be Juggernaut. I'm the Juggernaut. Proceed. Alright, question mark or enemy, I think question mark. And the question mark was an enemy. I guess that is always a possibility. He wants to do 8 damage. He has 50 health. I'm just going to open up here with a headbutt. And then a strike. And then defend. So I do want to get to the part where I can upgrade my cards here, which is kind of important. In the long run, when you get to the boss, having upgraded cards is kind of important. Because those bosses have like 250 hit points and they hit pretty hard. So, let's see here. I can apply vulnerable with 8 damage, but that takes 2. Now let's just do... Actually, no. Yeah, let's do that because he's doing a negative effect, so whatever. He's not attacking me. I don't have to defend, so that's fine. End the turn. What you got, bro? Entangle. So I'm not sure what that is. Oh, you cannot play attacks for 1 turn. That's messed up. That's messed up. So I can't play any of these, I guess. I can only defend. If I try to, it's going to say, nope, sorry, I'm entangled, can't play attacks. So, bummer. But I can do the Juggernaut. So, end turn. There are some cool cards where you will hit back, like it's like a flame shield that you will hit back when they hit you. And having those cards buffed definitely saved my ass in my last run. But, I don't know. He's got 17 health left. He's going to attack for 19. That's a lot of health to attack for. So, I don't know. We're going to strike. We're going to strike. And we're going to... Oh, he's got 5 health left. Never mind. Boom. Oh. Headbutt. Yes, headbutt. Dead. Never risk losing health if you can possibly help it. So, 16 gold. Potion draws 3 cards, and adding a card to my deck. Gain 8 block. Draw 1 card. That's a pretty good deal there, so I'm going to do that. Alright, into the fire. So the fire here, I can rest to regain health, or I can upgrade a card in my deck. And you can see here, I can just go, alright, if I want to take this card and do from 6 damage to 9 damage, I can do that. Or I can increase the blocking on my block cards, or, you know, just any card that you have in your deck for this run. But it's only for this run. You always start with the basic deck, and I don't think you can change that. I haven't looked too far into how the deck stuff works. But I'm gonna actually rest here because my health is pretty rough. So get some health back, and then move on to another question mark. And the question mark was a merchant. What's up, Merchant Bro? I have a lot of gold. So you can literally buy cards here. And I like the hand animation. It's really funny. So you can get cards, or you can get these deals. I can raise my max HP, and I can afford that. So the question is, do I want to spend gold on cards? Like Infernal Blade, which is on sale for only 34 gold. I think it's more important to get my hit points back up, so I think I'm going to end up buying this pair. And now I have 86 hit points and 17 gold left, so he's yawning at me. Don't yawn at me, bro. Not cool. Anyway, moving on. I'll do, you know, another fight or two here and then kind of wrap things up because you've kind of seen the extent of what this game is and what it does, and I think it's really neat. So, let's see here. Do I have anything that... Yes. Cleave all enemies. Boom. And bash this bro. These fungi beasts. I'm going to eat some hits here because I thought that I didn't have any block cards. So, going to eat hits on that one. What are you going to do? Impossible to stop. Impossible to stop. Alright, so I got 3 defend cards here. I got my Shrug It Off, which actually is pretty good. So I guess let's do that. Shrug It Off. And then we will hit the headbutt. And then... Oh, I have to discard a card. Let's discard Juggernaut. And then we'll strike. And I should have hit defend there, but mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. So I'm going to eat some... Actually, no. I'm sorry. I had blocking, so what do I care? What do I care? Yeah, let's do a strike. And a strike. And... I can't do anything else, so we're just defend. End turn. And wrap it up. And wrap it up. He's doing that. Whatever. That wears off, which is good. And then a strike. And then those fungi are fung dead. So, 20 gold and add a card. Gain 4 block, I turn attack. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. The only thing that, my only real complaint about this game so far, yeah, let's go fight in Elite and then end the video there. My only real complaint thus far is that sometimes you have a good card that you know would interact with another good card, but once you play your hand, those cards are gone. So, alright. No longer encounter monsters in question mark rooms. That seems pretty useful. So let's go fight an Elite and probably die. Probably die. Look at this bro. Gremlin Knob. So I'm going to use my potion here to throw it at him. These don't use turns. I'm going to use my draw 3 cards deal because why not? And then he's going to be doing a buff. That's fine. You do whatever you want. Do that. Because, look, once I play this turn, these cards go away. So, I do want to see kind of what they do. Bash them. Bash them good. Now, I have Rage. And that was, alright. And then end turn. So, the Rage wears off. And those cards go away. That's kind of my only complaint is the cards just go away, and there are certainly, if you had cards that you played and then just added new ones to your hand, that could be different strategically that I might like a bit more than what is currently here. Anyway, he's going to attack for 14, we're going to block for 8, and then we're going to strike for 6, and then also block for 13. So he's doing 18, I got 13, that's something. But yeah, he has more hit points than I do. And the bosses have a lot of hit points. You gotta really be lucky with those bosses, because you get messed up pretty bad. Pretty bad. So he's doing another 18 here, so this is gonna be real rough. Real rough. I only have one defend card this round, so we're gonna strike, we're gonna strike, we're gonna defend, and take our lumps. Oh, he buffed his strength. He buffed his strength. He got 20 freaking hit points at once. I lose 15 on that. That's really rough. He's still doing 14. Doing 14 still. Get that 8 block. Hit that juggernaut. And then hit. Nope, not enough energy. Alright, end turn. End turn. I'm still gonna eat a bunch of hit points there, because not enough block, and I'm vulnerable, which is no good. 24, look at that. So yeah, the elites, much like the bosses, are no freaking joke. They will mess you up bad. Real bad. Real bad. So, I mean, blocking here, I can keep blocking. It does seem kind of futile to keep blocking, because whatever I'm doing here is buffing him a whole lot. Perhaps I didn't read things closely enough on his stats. Oh, whenever you play a skill, he gains 2 strength. I should have looked at that before. Alright, that seems really rough on my part, because these are all... Alright, yeah, okay. I'm gonna die here. Cool. But that's kind of important to... But it's still important to show you what happens when you die, so we will definitely die here. Block. Yeah, he's just getting enraged from that, which is kind of messed up. It's kind of messed up, to be honest. Yeah, sure, fine, whatever. 45! 45! I'm gonna die here. Watch. Whack 'em. Whack 'em. Boom! Conquered. So, I wasn't prepared for this. No, I definitely wasn't. I had not fought that particular elite before. So, when you continue, you see here at the bottom, I'm gaining points. When that bar fills up, you get more cards that unlock. I think usually it's like 3 at a time. So, back to my card library here, you can see these are the cards that I have, and then you head down here into the ones that I don't have. Question marks, question marks, question marks. And oh, I haven't even seen green cards yet. Holy crap. It goes green, and then wait, does it keep going? Yes, it does keep going. I have some of these. But yeah, there's like 200 cards in this game. Or something like that. Or at least that's the plan for the game when it comes out completely, or I don't know. There's a lot of cards, and you have 2 playable characters currently. And there are a bunch of relics here that I've only found a couple. But you can see here, there are a bunch of these in the game. Rare, boss, event. Good times. Good times. So, Slay the Spire, out on the 15th of November. Early access for $15.99. If you're looking for a new roguelike and you like card games, that's a no-brainer. It's really cool. Link in the description. I'm Attack Slug. Thanks for watching. More videos every day. And I'll see you next time right here on this channel. And I'm out.